everybody. Welcome to my channel. I want to thank you guys so very much for subscribing to my channel, sharing, liking my videos, commenting. I always appreciate your feedback. Thank you guys so much. It truly makes me very, very happy uh, to see that you guys are connecting with my readings, that you guys are resonating with them, and above all, that you guys are giving me, like I said, feedback. I truly appreciate it. I love my subscribers to be uh, very proactive. I do take under consideration your comments, your feedbacks, etc. So thank you guys very much. For those of you who have contacted me for private consultations as well, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. It humbles me uh, to be given the opportunity to guide you on your journey towards an answer. So thank you guys very much. Again, like I said, for those of you who have contacted me in reference to amulets, in reference to candle magic and spell work, I do practice all the above. I do make amulets. I do jewelry as well, depending on your needs, requirements, whatever it is you're trying to work with or whatever it is you're trying to manifest. I also work with medallions, depending on, again, like I said, what you're trying to materialize in this earthly plane. So if you guys have any other, uh, if you're wanting to know anything else of the services that I provide, definitely look at the description box below. You'll be able to find my reading, my tarot reading prices, uh, the amulets and bracelets, etc. For spell work and magic or candle magic. Definitely contact me through my email, and then I will um, send you the information you need. So, anyways, let's move along with this reading. This is going to be for Aquarius. I did promise you guys that I would be um, doing mid-month readings for love. So here we are, um, doing as I promised. So let's see what Spirit has for you, Aquarius, for the month, or actually for now all the way to May. For now all the way to May 31st. So, Spirit, what are the messages you have for Aquarius for now all the way to May 31st, 2017? Aquarius regarding their love life, her love life. Aquarius, Aquarius. Spirit, what are the messages for Aquarius regarding their love life for now all the way to May 31st, 2017? Okay, so I see a lot of mental energy going on with you guys. Okay, this is, let's see. Aquarius, you guys are definitely very strong when it comes to your intuition at the present time. So listen to that intuition. Do not ignore it. I feel like it's going to have a lot to do with your manifestations, a lot to do with bringing forth that relationship that you're wanting, or bringing forth that new beginning when it comes to romance with your partner at the present time. So let's get this reading. Okay, so right at the center, again, like I said, at the center of the reading, you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is touching every other card in this reading. So this is definitely talking about listening to your intuition, being guided, or feeling that pull of guidance within. Um, you Aquarians are naturally very intuitive. That's a very intuitive energy sign. So definitely listen to your intuition at the present time. Now, you do have the moon right next to the dark pillar, which is the black pillar, sorry. And you have the Ace of Pentacles at the light. So I feel that this is telling me uh, a lot of the things that you fear when it comes to the materialization of a relationship, it's kind of what you want. So that correlates a lot with, like, when I do the Celtic readings, that talks about your hopes and fears. A lot of the times, the fears mirror that of what you're hoping for or what you're wanting. And what that means is that at this present time, uh, you're probably wanting, for those of you who are not in a relationship, for singles, For some of you that are wanting a relationship, I feel like you're fearing it as well. So within you, and in the past, you have the moon. The moon is all about intuition and being guided. I don't see any negative cards surrounding this moon. So there's no hidden agenda here. More than anything, this has to do with your intuition, with the person within yourself. So I feel like perhaps in the past or in your previous relationships, there was a lot of doubts about yourself. It has a lot to do with self confidence as well. So I feel like perhaps you felt um, for some reason there was some type of confidence type of issues. You didn't trust yourself, you didn't believe in yourself, or it can also represent you suppressing your intuition. So it's like something within you didn't feel right. As far as your previous relationship in the past, and you didn't listen to your intuition, you pretty much let that relationship run out till it got to the point of stalemate. Um, but something within you was already guiding you, something within you was already telling you like something doesn't seem right. And I feel like you suppress that. You try to ignore it. You try to uh, overwork yourself when it came to this relationship and making it work. And in reality, what you were doing is you were ignoring your intuition. You were ignoring your higher spirit guiding you to something new, something better. So again, the high priestess talks a lot about the mystery, that of the unknown, that of not being able to have a clear mind when it comes to what you're wanting in a relationship for you single Aquarians. Also, the high priestess and the moon speaks a lot about magic. So I feel like for some of you guys, maybe some of you guys are practicing something that has to do with the law of allowance, uh, the law of attraction. Basically, you're focusing your mental energy at the present time is focusing within to be able to manifest in your outer world. I hope that makes sense. So it's like, for us, people that, practice the esoteric, there's this saying that says, with us within, so without, meaning your reality becomes your reality the moment you see that within yourself. It has to come from within first before it can manifest in the outer world, before it can manifest in what you're seeing play out. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going within and trying the best you can to truly come to the determination of what it is that you're wanting in a relationship and then pushing forward with that of the law of allowance or the law of attraction, focusing on what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting in a relationship, what you're willing to give, and what you're expecting your partner to give as well. And I definitely do see that manifesting for you guys. So that's a very strong message for you, Aquarius, that are single at the present time. So at the entrance, or as of the now, you're entering with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is taking some time out. So maybe you've been a little bit more on the solitude front. This is whether it's you're in a relationship for you singles as well, meaning you're a little bit antisocial. You're a little bit focusing, again, like I said, within, has something to do with yourself. Okay. Now, the Five of Swords is right next to the Four of Swords. So I feel like the reason why you're taking this rest or you're taking this repose has a lot to do with bickering and fighting in your relationship. For those of you guys who are partnered up, you can also, or the person that you're dealing with can also be another air sign. So it would be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius like yourself. Um, but I feel like for some reason, there was a need for you in the past, there was a need for you to go within. A lot of the bickering and fighting that's been going on with you guys, I feel like it's on a superficial level with your partner, but I feel like with you, it has a deeper there's a deeper sense, something that's really triggering you or bothering you in the relationship. Now you have the Justice card right next to the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is that of winning a battle, but winning it at what cost? So at the same time, I feel like perhaps you're the stubborn one in the relationship, and justice is here to balance that energy because it is in the near future. So this is talking about having to get or pinpoint what it is that is really bothering you. Perhaps it's not even something that your partner is doing that's bothering you. It has more to do with yourself and with your lack of believing in yourself, or with the fear of losing this relationship, or feeling like there's not enough passion in this relationship, so you're already doubting in a way. So again, I feel like you're being unjust to your partner. You're not being fair at the present time. Now, in the present position, you have the moon, the high priestess, and the ace of pentacles. This is talking to me a lot about communication and sneaky communication. What that means is perhaps you are either, if you guys are in a relationship, I feel like you're reaching out to someone, someone in the hidden, someone doesn't necessarily have to be from the past. It could be a friend, it could be someone you trust, but I feel like you're going to them to get clarity when it comes to your relationship, and that's a big no no. And the reason why I say that is because I do feel it's a female energy. This is a general reading, so what this represents, it could be both male or female, but I feel like it's your opposite sex. So be very careful with that. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the times, the people that you reach out to, especially if it's the opposite sex, if they're interested in you, they're not going to give you an advice that is the best to your interest. It's going to be to the best of their interest. So pay very close attention to that. Now, you do have the Ace of Pentacles right next to the High Priestess, and it's the manifestation or beginning of a new manifestation. So, again, this can also represent in the near future new beginnings when it comes to the relationship. But actually, if you guys have been on and off, or if this has to do with kind of like, sneakiness, a sexual encounter, or something like that, uh, within like, the odd hours of the night, I feel like that's how it started, or that's how it could start, but it will end into a uh, monogamous relationship or something a little bit more serious at the beginning stages of a good foundation. So again, it may resonate to some, not all, but I definitely do see some creeping at night. I don't feel like it has to do with creeping for those of you who are in a relationship, but I definitely do see those who are in a relationship talking or conversating with someone of the opposite sex of you for advice. And again, like I said, I would be very careful to take on wholeheartedly their advice, because sometimes the intentions may be good, but the way they communicate may come off wrong, and then you're guided or misguided, I should say. So right at the bottom of the reading, you have the Six of Swords and you have the King of Cups with the World card. So what this represents is, I feel like from the beginning of the month going into now the 16th, all the way to the 31st, you have the Four of Swords. So there's meditation, there's need for contemplation. Right at the other corner, you have the Justice card. So this is a major arcana. You have two major arcanas right at the ending of the first of the couple of weeks, going all the way to the ending of the month. And what that means is that there's two major, well, you have more major arcanas, but what I'm talking about is right at the corners. Uh, this weighs heavy. So this is saying be just when it comes to your relationship. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't be don't take them for granted. And more than anything, I see the world here, and the world is basically your cycle coming to a conclusion when it comes to this relationship. So, what this means is either you've hit a stalemate, or you've gotten to a point where the next step is moving together, or marriage, because the Justice card is right here. And this is a new beginning. So, it's like a new cycle. So, again, for some of you guys, marriage may be in the horizon. Maybe it's again with the moon and the high priestess. I definitely do see, for those of you who are in a relationship, I do see like there's a hidden fear that you have about marriage or settling down. But I definitely do see that in the near future for you guys. Okay, so again, like I said, just try the best you can not to be unjust. Be fair when it comes to hearing out your partner and giving as much effort as they are giving effort into the relationship. Now, right at the bottom, like I said, you have the Six of Swords and the King of Cups. So I feel like you're moving, you're pushing forward in the sense of emotional fulfillment. And what that means is, with the Six of Swords, it's like you're moving on, or you're going into a more calmer waters. And then you have the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is a representation of your emotions. It's a huge shell. So this doesn't necessarily, it could represent a water sign, doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign though. And a water sign would be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Again, like I said, doesn't have to be a water sign. This could just be a representation of your feelings, emotional fulfillment. Um, and then from that, you go to the world. So it's the ending of a cycle, okay? And the ending of this cycle when it comes to relationships. Now, for those of you who are single at the present time, again, like I said, you took some time off. Maybe you've been single for quite a fucking while. Not a bad thing at all. But I feel like with doing that, you're being able to move forward. At the present time, I feel like with this Five of Swords is a little bit of self-doubt there going on with you. But the High Priestess does come in and bring you balance, bring you sharp intuition, and you will know when you're ready to move forward into the dating scene. And I feel like it's already happening because with this King of Cups could be a representation of the new person coming in for you guys. It would be a water sign. Again, like I said, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or it can also represent an earth sign, so it would be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And again, like I said, being very balanced when it comes to your emotions and your desires and being able to manifest that is definitely foreseeable here. Now, with the Justice card, I feel like your karma cycle is already up. It's time to start anew, and you're going in. Towards the end of the month, you're going in with new beginnings and new beginnings when it comes to that of dating. So it could be the beginning stages of dating someone in particular, not so serious, but the beginning stages of getting to know someone. So it's definitely an earth sign. And the reason why I say that, I know I said it could be a water sign as well. It is a general energy, general reading, sorry. But if you see this ace, there's a lot of plants at the bottom of this ace. So it's definitely an earth sign to me. And it's the beginning stages of it. So again, like I said, um, just accept, what it is. A lot of the times, lacking confidence could be a bad thing, but I feel like sometimes it does a good thing and it does a grander thing on the grander of scales. And what it does, it makes you humble. It makes you understand that you're human, understand and accept your virtues and your flaws, and learning to love virtues as well as learning to love your flaws is something of most important to everyone. Why? Because it makes you you. It makes you who you are. So I hope this resonates to you guys. Comment, like my videos, share my videos. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I will see from you guys, or you guys will see from me in June. Bye.